I'm Carol with Artisan Dance. This is my friend Millie, and today we're going to demonstrate how we want our hair to be for our dance recital. Some of our students will be wearing ponytails, and some of our students will be wearing a bun. Because you can make a bun after you make a ponytail, in fact, you need to make a ponytail in order to make a bun. We'll start with the ponytail, and then we'll move on to making the bun. It doesn't matter if your hair is long, like Millie's, or shorter, if you have bangs or no bangs. Since Millie has bangs, you'll be able to see how easy it is to work with hair that's short as well, because in fact we're working right here with some short hair. The first thing you need to do is make sure you have all your supplies. You'll need a hairbrush that's suitable for the child's hair. You may want to have on hand a comb, depending on how you normally style your child's hair, a hair tie of a thickness and strength that typically works well for your child and their ponytail, bobby pins, and it's best if these, best but not necessary, if these are in the same or similar color to your child's hair. Now, a bobby pin is the ones that have the two sides touching each other. We also have here some hairpins where the two sides are spread apart. Hairpins have a different purpose from bobby pins, and they actually are good for holding your bun fast. Now, if you're in the group that just needs a ponytail, you won't need some hairpins. So we're going to start by brushing Millie's hair. And Millie is very good when we brush her hair. Millie is cut out to be a star. You can tell because she knows how to behave when somebody is brushing her hair. She doesn't make a fuss whatsoever. If you have hair that's a little bit dirty, don't worry about washing it ahead of time. It actually will stick better and hold in place better if it has its natural oils in it. You will also want to spray a little bit of water on it. Now, I didn't bring my water bottle today, and I don't really want to spray Millie today, but your hair will work better. It will stick better. Any little pieces like these little flyaways, if you have shorter layers, if you have bangs, they'll all start to stick back if your hair is wet. In addition to water, you're going to want to add some hair gel. That's going to help everything stay in place. I'm not going to use so much today because I don't want her to have too much to wash out. We're using Aussie's Instant Freeze, but you can use any kind of hair gel. In fact, the cheap goopy kind is actually best for this purpose. And you're going to put some in your hand, a lot, more than a normal person would use in real life. But we have a big glob in our hand, and you're going to use that for these shorter pieces. And if you have short hair with a short layer in the back, you would also want some coming up the nape of your neck. And in the back, it's good for all these little wispy pieces. You can never really have too much. If you don't think you've gooped up enough, you can goop up some more. So lots of hair gel. Getting our hair good and goopy so everything sticks. And you can see that we're starting to disappear our bangs. We're starting to turn into a stage star. We're going to brush that back so everything's nice and smooth. When you finish doing hair for rehearsals, pictures, recitals, you're clearly going to want to wash your brush out so you don't have all this product in your hairbrush for everyday use. So get everything nice and smooth. There are lots of different styles of ponytails. If you've looked online, you may have seen some dance competition ponytails that have a part on the side, a part in the middle. Sometimes they're high, sometimes they're low. None of those is incorrect. However, it is incorrect to have a style that deviates from your group unless you've been specifically told that everybody should have a different style. For our recital, we're teaching that you want to be consistent with your group. It's not necessarily about you. It's about creating a nice appearance for the audience. So just like your costumes all match, you want your hair to all match. So for this recital, we're going to brush our hair back. And Millie, would you turn and look in the mirror for just a second? You can see that it's here in the middle of her head. All right, you can turn back and look at the camera. And we're going to take our hair tie and we're going to secure this ponytail. Wrap it nice and tight 3 or 4 times so that it doesn't come loose. Even if it feels a little tight, that's better than a little loose. The last thing you want is a sloppy appearance on stage. So we've got it through several times now. And we're going to brush just a little more to make sure any last little pieces are stuck in. And use just a little more gel. Now, depending on the texture of your hair, you may need to smooth out the actual ponytail. If you have very, very curly hair or very textured hair, you may need to take a straightening iron and take strands of hair and run them through the straightening iron. So you're in effect ironing your hair and everything's nice and straight. A wide-barreled curling iron will do the same thing. If you put the curling iron and instead of actually curling the hair in the curling iron, if you start here, put the curling iron on and just pull it up like that, the hair will get straighter. You may see some videos online that recommend doing this to the whole head before you make the ponytail. That's a bit time consuming and it generally doesn't make a whole lot of difference to do that. If you're familiar with your child's hair texture and you feel that works better, by all means go for it. But really, once you get everything gelled into place, it doesn't make any difference what this texture is. It's this that we want nice and smooth and just a little curled under. All right, once everything is finished, we would spray the hair. I would ask her to close her eyes and we would give everything a good spray, the smoothed out part. I'm not going to do it now, Millie, so you can open your eyes. And we would spray all of this so we're in effect cementing everything into place. Now the reason I'm not going to spray just yet is because we're also going to go on and demonstrate what to do about a bun. So if your child is in ballet or preschool classes, they'll actually perform first with their hair in a bun. If they're in ballet preschool and they're also in a jazz class, their ballet class will perform first. So you'll need to come in a bun and then we can take the bun out. So once you've got a ponytail, you're ready to go ahead and make a bun if that's what you need. If you take jazz only, you don't need a bun. Millie, if you would turn, we're going to turn you all the way. There we go. So we have this nice ponytail to work with. Millie's hair is nice and long. If Millie had shorter hair, we could put a scrunchie around here or any of the pre-made bun products and start to twist the hair around the product. In the case of Millie's hair, yes, I think I would like to demonstrate that. Thank you, Sammy. So this is a pre-made bun. It's made out of the same kind of net that you might have to scrub your sink with, but very soft. And what you would do is you put this around the ponytail, and then you would divide the hair into several sections. Usually works if you do 2 on top and 2 on the bottom. And you would start to clip with a bobby pin, another section clip with a bobby pin, and then when you're done, you would take the remainder, if there is any remainder, and twist it around the hairpiece. If there's very little remainder, you can simply tuck it up under the hairpiece. But since Millie has a lot of her own hair, we're going to set this aside for now. You simply take this and twist it and loop it around. Now there is a final step that we'll do with Millie's hair that we would also do if we were using the little hairpiece. So if you're planning to use the hairpiece, hold on for the final step. So we would go ahead and use some bobby pins just to secure, kind of open up the bobby pin, stick the top end into the side of the bun, and then poke it underneath the bun. And right now the bun is still rather loose. want to make sure it doesn't come out on stage, but if we've done everything properly, it really won't take a whole lot of bobby pins. Millie has so much hair, I'm actually going to put about 6 bobby pins in here. So we've sort of secured each side, but we're not done yet. Now, I have a little hairnet. This is something you can get at most drugstore pharmacies like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, any place where there's a section with hair supplies. You should be able to find this. They usually cost less than $2, and they usually come in packs of 2 or 3. And you have some choices about color. Dark brown, light brown, blonde, gray. So you want to get one that's close to the hair color. This is like the kind of hairnet that lunchroom ladies used to have to wear. Only they would put it over the entire head. For this application, we're just going to put it over Millie's bun. And then we twist it just like we would twist a ponytail holder. And we put it back over her bun. And we do that as many times as we can. And then when I can't do it again, I simply twist the little remaining end and tuck it up in the bun. And then I'm going to take hairpins. Now hairpins just don't look like they're cut out to do very much. They actually do a very good job. They sort of have a springing effect once you get them inside the bun. If I stick it in the bun, push it so it's parallel to her head, and then stick it down in the bun. So I'm sticking it in the side of the bun, then turning it into her hair, and then sticking it in. This is what's really going to keep the bun in place. So I'm going to put about 6 or 8 of these around. So she's all tucked in. Now she looks like a prima ballerina. The reason that we do this, and that this hairstyle is classic. It's used in most classical ballet companies for both classical and contemporary pieces. It is also used sometimes in modern dance, theatrical dance. It's a nice way for everybody to have a uniform look. It also has a very practical purpose in that it keeps the hair out of our face while we're doing rapid turns, bending forward, anything like that. So this is not something that we want to rebel against. This is something that we want to learn and embrace. Now once we have enough hairpins in there, here comes everybody's favorite part. Okay, Millie, now you can close your eyes. And we spray it more than you would spray it for church, more than you would spray it for your cousin's wedding, more than you would spray it for your senior prom, more than you would spray it for pretty much anything. So there's no chance that any little pieces will come out. And this is a good time to check one last time for any little stray pieces that might need a little extra gel or spray. Now, you can open your eyes. I'm done spraying you. And you want to not touch it for a few minutes. You want everything to just dry. It will be almost as if your hair is cemented onto your head. When the show or the pictures are over and you get into the shower, it's going to take quite some time to rinse all of this out. But the end effect is that you have very neat hair, and it's well worth it. Now, if you have some substantial layers or stubborn little short pieces or little short pieces up here, you can take a bobby pin. If you don't think all this gluing that you've done on your head with the hair gel and the hairspray is going to be enough, you can bobby pin any little pieces down onto your head, or you can use little hair clips that match your hair color to keep them on your head. But that's it for today, for this. Smile for the camera, Millie. There we go. And that's how we want to look in our dance recital. All righty. Space bar. That's okay.